And we say good morning to you. Welcome. We're broadcasting live on the road today at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be on it feels like a June or July day out there. It's very, very nice. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day 2023 as we work our way into this now Wednesday, Feb 15. Lots going on. Got college basketball. We've got high school basketball. We'll be joined by Thomas Googe, head basketball coach at Crockett. Major League spring training, most of the pitchers and catchers, pitchers and catchers, there's a ton of them reporting today. Some tomorrow, everybody by Friday. So Major League Baseball spring training is here, ready for the start of the 2023 Major League Baseball season, which is a good thing. All right, let's get it cranked up as we always do. Here is the national anthem. Let's bring in the Kingdom Airs. Let them do it today. Young lads out of Dollywood were gracious enough to record this for me, and I appreciate that. Here are the Kingdom Airs of the national anthem here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, and our first guest is here ready to go, our buddy Ronnie Curtis from T-Mobile. But first, the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, our first guest of the day. We want to say welcome. Haven't been in there for a while. Ronnie Curtis, T-Mobile. How you doing, sir?
Great, sir. How are you?
Good. Super Bowl. What'd you think?
It's a good game. Maybe not as scripted as they said, but it was great. It was Mahomes and Hurt are going to be awesome for several years, so I think we're in good hands.
Eagles lose both head coordinators, or offensive, defensive coordinators, to go become head coaches. Steichen goes to the Colts, and Cannon, I believe his name, Cannon goes to the Cardinals. What's that do to the Eagles football team?
I mean, good franchises rebuild. That's what happens to good people, right? They get promoted. So hats off to their leadership team, because that's, I mean, like in my line of work, I want my people to continue to grow and take promotions and go out and leave, and just go back to develop, and hopefully they got some tight end coaches, some running back coaches, and some people that's ready to go up and take the next step. So
good point.
Odds are, if they've done it the right way, then they can build a good little empire of coaches with it. So development is key.
Development is key, absolutely. So again, the Eagles lose both of their coordinators on the last couple of days to become new head coaches in the National Football League. Aaron Rodgers, where's he going?
To the Amazon to figure it out.
Yeah, he's still he's 4 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's got to tomorrow to come out of the darkness and make a decision whether he's going to play or not.
I hope wherever he goes, it's a good fit, because I really like Aaron Rodgers. I don't want it to be like a decline thing for him, but for him, he needs to go to a team. Obviously, it's got a good offensive line and has a chance, because he's already won Super Bowls. He's already won an MVP. So at that point, like, why go somewhere that has no chance, right? So maybe the Raiders, because they just released Derek Carr. So could be
the Raiders.
Could be him and Devontae Adams back together. Saw them this year, and they were. Adams is amazing to watch live. It's a different kind of talent. He just flows so smooth when he's running. So.
Well, that'd be a good fit for the Raiders, but that ain't the whole answer. They got more problems than a quarterback. So is he going to be the answer to get them to the Super Bowl? No. But it's a start, and so he goes out there and plays for a couple of years and find somebody that's an understudy to develop him. But we'll see. He's not yet decided whether he's going to play or not. But I would assume the Raiders going to open up that checkbook and go, here's some whatever you want, because Brady's off the market. That was the other guy they were going after, either Brady or Rodgers. So Rodgers is the X factor, I think, right now. So we'll see. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City talking to my man, the one, the only Ronnie Curtis from T-Mobile. So what's going on T-Mobile right now?
Picking back up, busy time. So tax season's big for us, but we've got they're just continuing to roll out specials, rolling out network. I know a lot of our extended Southwest Virginia area, Duffield is getting new towers in March, which is going to be awesome. It's an area we've never been before. They're continuing to roll out home internet. Now you can get the discount if you only have one voice line on your account. So if you come in and get our Magenta Max plan with one line, you're getting home internet for $30. Our 55 plus plan is still super popular in this area because of the clientele that we have. And Verizon doesn't offer it, and AT&T is way off on the price of it. So, you can get 2 lines with our unlimited max plan, which is normally $140 for $90 for 2 people. And it's unlimited everything, and a lot of the phones are included in it. So we've been having a ton of customers, especially in our Elizabeth and Bristol area, coming in to take advantage of that, which is awesome. We got a ton of free phones. The S23 just came out. Awesome time to get the new Samsung. We got free add-a-lines. If you're adding a line, you get a second one free. So promotions are heavy, and we always do now that the existing customers get the same promotion as the new customers, which is cool too. So it's time to get a phone. You come out of the store and you get taken care of.
Am I ready for an upgrade? I don't even know.
You just got yours like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. So
I have no clue.
Yours is pretty current. You got a good 5G phone.
Yeah. You know what you got to help me put on there in a few minutes? I don't know how to. I get voicemails. I don't know how to find the voicemails.
I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. He always goes, okay, you don't have a clue. I can help you. So, and I don't have a clue. And you can help me. And you do help me.
Yep.
So what's the special again right now?
So right now we've got free Apple Watches if you purchase an iPhone, which is a huge promotion. Right now, if you're with a competitor, which is Verizon, AT&T, we're giving you $200 for every line that you poured in. Plus you get your third line free. And a cool thing that we do for the show, for anybody that comes in that says that they saw this on the show and lets the reps know, they'll call me. I get a few what's called friends and family codes every 3 months, and it's an additional 20% off for somebody switching from Verizon AT&T. So if they go into a store and they say, hey, I saw Ronnie on Tom's show, what's the deal with this discount code? Can I get it? Then I can put one of those on there. Like I said, I get a handful of them. All my friends and family already have T-Mobile. I had it for years, so I extend that out to to you all helping us out on the show and promoting T-Mobile.
So you got to write that down for me so I can push it for you before you take out of here. So I know you got to get on down the trail. So tablets. Tell me about tablets right now.
So the iPad is half off, which is awesome. That's the first time we've ran an iPad stat sheet for a while. And if you're a business customer, they're actually for free on us. So if you have a sole proprietorship, lawn mowing, hair, car sales, anything else that you're getting at 1099, you qualify for one of those accounts. Samsung tablets right now, this is pretty cool. You can do like an ecosystem bundle. So you get your Samsung S23 on us if you activate. You get the Samsung tablet on us if you activate, and you get the watch on us.
Really?
So you're looking all in, if you use one of those discount codes, $98 for all 3. Without it's about $115. And the cool thing with us is taxes and fees are included. So obviously taxes, if you've been alive for any amount of time, they never go down, right? Ours stays the same. So you don't have to worry about it going up. Bill's always the same.
Always the same, which is a good thing. That's what you want.
Absolutely.
That way you can build in. You can budget and know that's going to be the same thing.
It keeps order, and it keeps loyalty, and it keeps trust, and that's the big things that go into the business thing. Like, you can manipulate so much with, fancy words and with promotions, but at the end of the day, to keep a customer the long term, you've got to be consistent, and you've got to be supportive. You've got to be loyal to them, right? For them to be loyal back. It's a two-way street for sure.
I would agree 120%. It's all about the relationship and back it up and doing what you say you're going to do. So we're talking to Ronnie Curtis, T-Mobile. So the locations around the Tri-Cities are where?
Tri-Cities, we have, so the stores that I'm over are Elizabeth and on Hudson Drive next to Pizza Inn, Exit 7, Bristol, Virginia, Bristol next to Food City on Volunteer Parkway, Kingsport next to Target, in the Eastone Shopping Center, Morristown Mall, and then obviously taking over Knoxville a couple months ago. So I go all the way to Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Kingston Pike, and the Charlie Hahn Highway. So
Wow.
my area now runs from Bristol, Virginia to Oak Ridge, which is about 300 miles, I guess, total around. So
Because he got promoted because he's doing a good job.
expansion growth. That's
There you
what it
go.
is.
No, you're getting it done. That's
Yep.
let's toot the horn when the horn needs to be tooted. So there you go. It's good
Got
stuff.
a great team and good people. Like
Yeah.
they genuinely care what they do. They're
Yep.
they're good at what they do.
I know in Elizabeth the store they do because that's where I do all my trading and what have you. So yes.
I get a lot of compliments on that Elizabethan team. They're strong. They're good. They care. And it's sometimes it's difficult, and they're patient and they go through, especially with the the setup of accounts, the different promotions, the social media, the transfers, all the stuff that they do. They do all the little things too, that's the important stuff.
Yep. Just the little their attention to detail. Mm-hmm. You got it. Anything you want to leave us with, big guy, before you head to the highway?
No, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to hang out. It's been a while. Life picks up speed very, very quickly. So the last 3 months have been very, very fast. So
Yeah.
I read Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. Read his book a couple months ago, and he was talking about a time in his life that life picked up speed and trying to control it. And that's definitely been my last 3 months. So it's a good thing.
Oh
It's
yeah.
all good.
Really good thing. He's a daddy now. Mm-hmm. There you go. Enough said. And mama's doing good, baby's doing good, and she's already got him wrapped.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't explain. I've never been around infants before up until this one. So the funny story is I literally held this baby like Derrick Henry holds a football for the first 3 weeks. Like there was nobody getting out of the arms, but I realized that it's probably why she was uncomfortable is because I was flexing on her the whole time.
Heisman Trophy look.
I haven't
There you
dropped
go.
her yet though, so that's a
There
good
you go.
thing. It's a
There
win.
you go.
No, but it's amazing. I can't explain it, but it's a life-changing event that
Oh yeah.
it's just a blessing for sure.
Told you it would. Thanks for coming, Bubba.
Always, man.
Yep.
Always.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Take a look at high school basketball from the polls and see what's going on there. Got some tournament action going on tonight. All that coming up next here. Live again at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
I'm Dr. Beth Cannon with Cannon Family Dental. I've been in practice here for going on 11 years now. Cosmetic dentistry is definitely one of my favorite aspects of what I get to do. Being able to change someone's appearance and how they feel about themselves is such a rewarding aspect of my job. When you get to see somebody start to cry when they look in the mirror for the first time and they're seeing their new smile, it makes everything worth it. Because a lot of people, don't smile because they are not happy with the way their teeth look. And it might be something as simple as just changing the shade of their teeth or just changing the shape or size. There's a lot of things we can do cosmetically that are not too invasive to really change your overall appearance. We do the whitening, we do a lot of crown and bridge work. If you want a bright white smile, you can absolutely have it. Once we get that process going, of course everyone's a little nervous, like, okay, I'm changing a big part of my life. And honestly, I kind of thought to listen to a patient say, well, I want to do this, my daughter's getting married or my son's graduating from college. I'm having a baby and I want to have really pretty maternity photos done. Can we do something to just make my smile look better? And being able to enhance that experience for patients is you just can't describe how it is. So when they come back in and you get to see pictures of the wedding or pictures from the trip or whatever has really got them motivated, I really can't explain it. That's really why I do what I do. So if changing your smile and doing some cosmetic work has been something on your mind, please give us a call. We would love to have you come in so we can take a look and talk to you about having that smile you've always dreamed of.
Oh, it's snowing.
Right. Okay.
Let's make a snowman.
Can't now, honey.
Dad,
Sorry, kiddo.
want to make a snowman? I can't see. Hey, what is this place?
Welcome, Sam. You're right on time.
You know me?
Of course. You want to make a snowman, right?
How did you... Hey, what's that?
That's lost time. And then there's time that flies.
Whoa.
Together time. The best kind. It can make memories that last forever.
I wish my family could understand.
Here, sometimes people just need a little reminder.
Sam, where are you?
Time to go, Sam.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Cats took me to a time shop. What? Have so many clocks and
I have to go.
cuckoos. Lost time and time that flies and all kinds of time. And here, the kinds you give.
What is this? Okay, everybody. There we go.
This is actually really fun. It's done.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at some college basketball last night. 4 games played, 3 upsets in top 25 hoops. Hello to Amy Whitson. How you doing, lady? Thanks for being with us. We are live at Chick-fil-A here in Johnson City again on this Wednesday. All right, the 3 upsets go as follows. Number 12, Kansas State goes down. Oklahoma beat them by 14. Number 23, North Carolina State, the Wolfpack lose. Syracuse got them by 3, 75-72. Then 18th ranked Creighton, the Bulldogs get knocked off by 24th ranked Providence. And that would be a 94-86 game, double overtime loss. They lose by 8 to the Creighton Blue Jays. One team that played in top 25, 5th ranked Kansas, no problem. They won by 11 over Oklahoma State, beating the Cowboys in men's top 25 play. So tonight you've got 6 games on tap. And you got, 3 games involving ranked teams. None bigger, of course, down at Thompson Bowling Arena at 7 o'clock tonight. Top-ranked Alabama, 10th-ranked Tennessee will be ready to go. From Thompson Bowling tonight, place will be rocking. It'll be sold out, I'm sure. I know it's sold out. It'll be, again, loud and proud. 16th-ranked Xavier will be at 11th-ranked Marquette tonight. And 22nd-ranked TCU, the Horned Frogs, will play at number 19 Iowa State tonight. Other games involving top 25 men's teams, 7th-ranked Virginia at Louisville, 14th-ranked Indiana Northwestern, and 21st-ranked San Diego State plays at Fresno State. Those are the games coming up again tonight involving top 25, but, of course, none bigger than Knoxville ready to go. Hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? Top of the morning to you, young lady, as well. So none bigger than Tennessee and Alabama tonight. 10th-ranked Tennessee. Of course, the question is, they're in the MASH unit. How many guys are going to be ready to go? Can Phillips go? Can Josiah go? We'll see. That's going to be the key. And so they'll take on top-ranked Alabama, looking for the upset tonight at Thompson Bowling Arena. Then the Big Orange will turn right around and truck off to Lexington for a Saturday afternoon encounter with the Kentucky Wildcats. So it's going to be 2 big games for Tennessee men's basketball, no question. And so we'll see how they do it, and they'll do it tonight starting at 7 o'clock, again from Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville. We are live. We are coming up top of the hour. Greg Sauer joins us talking Major League Baseball. Take another quick break. We'll come right back, and we'll see what's going on with Northeast Community Credit Union right after this time out on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. William Armstrong Scholarship. That's pretty cool. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's coming up again. We're already at that point. We're in the second semester of the school year. So our deadline is March the 31st, 2023. For any senior that is going to be graduating, we have qualifications that you can look at bmycu.org, and a committee chooses certain. There's got to be qualifications met, and if they're all met, then they choose a senior from each high school in Carter County, Elizabethton. So 6 graduating seniors get $500 each.
Wow.
And it goes toward your schooling further in your college career, academics, whatever you choose as far as academics. That'll definitely go toward it.
Unaka, Cloudland, Hampton, Happy Valley, Elizabethton. I get them all? Got them all, didn't I?
I believe you did.
Unaka, Happy Valley,
6
Hampton, Cloudland, Elizabethton.
And a homeschool.
And homeschoolers.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So homeschooled in Carter County. So there you go. So we do what? We go by we go to submit to where?
Visit bemycu.org, and then it'll be under, I believe it's under resources, and then you go to forms. Your school counselor is also going to be aware of this. We're going to start rolling this out as we do every year, so be on the lookout for that. And parents, this is something maybe your child would benefit from, and we also will recognize your student, your child, at Awards Day. So it's really special, and it's just something wonderful that William Armstrong is still serves on our board, and it's just a great honor that we get to do that.
Yeah, why would you not? If you have a graduating senior in Carter County, why would you not go to bemycu.org and find out what you can do to get them signed up, get them ready to go?
Yeah.
Financial calculators. Tell me about that, what that's all about.
Yeah, it is a really cool feature that we have. You can visit bemycu.org and then go to tools. And our financial calculators can be anywhere from retirement, like how much do I need to save for my retirement, and how much is going to be deducted, from your taxes up to that point, and so forth. Inflation, what's going to cause, the money that I'm losing, blah, blah, blah. It will calculate that for you, as well as, credit, should I consolidate, and so forth. And we've also got savings, like how long is it going to take me to be a millionaire? That's on there. It's really cool. You just type it in and see how much you're willing to save each month or bi-weekly. And also for a home, should I refinance? How much can I afford, and so forth. And then auto, basically same thing, same principle.
All available again at Northeast Community Credit Union.
Yeah.
And you have forms available for about any need. Tell me about that.
Yeah, any need. So if you are not able to come in at one of our locations, we've got employment applications on there. We've got the William Armstrong application on there, Helping Teachers Teach, which is every month. No matter if you're out of school for summer or not, you can still submit those. That's $300 for any teacher that applies in a committee that we choose. The committee will choose a teacher, and $300 for whatever your need is. Just fill out that application as well. So there's many forms like wire transfers, skip a payment, anything that you could think of that maybe you can't come in, it'll be there.
Just that easy.
Yeah.
Social media?
You can find us at Facebook at Northeast Community Credit Union, Instagram at BMyCU, or YouTube at Northeast Community Credit Union.
Locations?
We've got one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue. We have our main office behind Elizabethan High School. We have one branch in Elizabethan off of 19E, and then we have one in Rome Mountain off of 19E as well.
Yep. And phone number?
423-547-1200.
We kind of know the bemycu.org is where you go there for everything you need.
That's right.
So one of our great sponsors, folks, making it happen, Cyclone Sports on the Dom Daly Sports Show. Andrew Lewis and all the good folks at Northeast Community Credit Union.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. High school basketball last night on the boys' side of things. Tournament play, you had Happy Valley and Johnson County Johnson County eliminating Happy Valley. Final score was 70-41. So Longhorns move on. The Happy Valley Warriors season is done, and the first-year coach Shane Williams. So, and he'll reload and be ready to go for next year. On the girls' side, Hampton Lady Bulldogs a 22-point win over Unaka last night, 66-44. West Greens girls defeat Johnson County by 7, 70-63, and North Greens girls defeat Cloudland, which I would think to a point would be an upset. I think 40-34, Cloudland gets beat last night by 6. So who plays where tonight? We got a lot of basketball tonight. We're going to talk to Thomas Googe coming up here in a little while, the head coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers. So girls basketball tonight, will be in 4A, Westridge and Daniel Boone at 6 o'clock at the Tribe Athletic Complex in Kingsport, which everybody knows the former Sullivan North High School. It'll be Daniel Boone's ladies and Westridge ladies at 6 o'clock, Science Hills ladies and the Crockett Lady Pioneers at 7:30 tonight. That's girls basketball tournament play in the district and 4A in Kingsport. Let's see, is that everybody on this side of the fence for the girls tonight? I believe it is. And then you look at the boys in Virginia. Semifinals at Abington tonight. Gate City and Ridgeview at 6:30. Union and Abington at 8 o'clock tonight. That will be the semifinals of Mountain 7 being played at Abington. The Cumberland District Tournament tonight, the semifinals, Eastside and J.I. Burton and Twin Springs and Rye Cove at 6:45 and 8:15 respectively. And those games will be played at the UVA-Wise Convocation Center on the campus of UVA-Wise in Wise, Virginia. So that's what's going on there. All right, polls are out. Final polls of the season, high school basketball polls. Let's take a look at them. First off, for the gentlemen in 4A, Hillsboro at number 1. They were number 2 last week. They're number 2 now. I'm sorry, they're number 1 now. Independence drops to number 2 as they flip-flop. Hillsboro number 1, Independence number 2 in 4A boys. Then comes Bartlett, William Blount, Oak Ridge, Rossview, Germantown, McMinn County, Gallatin, and Houston, the top 10 in the state in 4A boys basketball. Hillsboro being number 1. In 3A basketball, Haywood County at number 1. Then comes Fulton, Stone Memorial, Fayette Ware, Tennessee High up 2 more notches. Tennessee High now 5th in the state at 25-6. They'll be in Elizabethton on the weekend for the district tournament as the number 1 seed. Will play on Saturday. Then comes Livingston Academy, Crockett County, Dyer County, Dyersburg, and Lawrence County. So Tennessee High 5th in the state in boys 3A. In 2A boys basketball, final poll, East Nashville at number 1, Fairview at number 2. Then comes Kingston, Cascade, Alcoa's guys, Douglas, Gibson County, Chucky Doak down to number 8 in the state. Power Center Academy and Tyner Academy out of Chattanooga, your top 10 in 2A. Then in 1A boys basketball, Middleton at number 1, Clay County at number 2. Those two stay the same. Hampton jumps up to number 3. The Bulldogs at 22-6 at number 3 in the state. Then comes East Robertson, Richland, McKenzie, Eagleville, Santa Fe, Chattanooga Prep, and Gordonsville. That's your top 10 in single A boys basketball. So from our region, Tennessee High number 5 in 3A, Chucky Doak number 8 in 2A, and the Hampton boys number 3 in 1A. All right, girls side, what we got here? 4A basketball, the Bearden Lady Bulldogs stay at number 1. Bradley Central jumps up to number 2. They flip-flop with Blackman, who fell to number 3. So it's Bearden, Bradley Central, Blackman, Coffee County, Cookeville. Then comes Stewart's Creek, Bartlett, Gallatin, Warren County, Sevier County, and Heritage. That's your top 10 in girls 4A basketball. Final poll of the season, tournament start. So from here on out, it's Prove Me. You know, what you do and what you're doing doesn't matter now. It's called Prove Me. So the polls will mean nothing. In 3A, Jackson Southside at number 1. Then comes Upperman and Creekwood. Those 3 stay the same. Elizabeth and Upper number 4. The Lady Cyclones will have them on the broadcast on Saturday. Livingston Academy number 5. Greenville number 6. Then comes Cumberland County, White County, South Gibson, and Lincoln County. That's your top 10. Elizabeth at number 4. Greenville at number 6 in the state in 3A. And 2A girls basketball, Westview at number 1, York Institute, Alcoa. That's your top 3. Then comes Gatlinburg, Pittman, Gibson County, McMinn Central's ladies. Cheatham County, Huntington, Summertown, and Community High School are your top 10 in 2A. And then you come back to single A, Wayne County number 1, Clay County at number 2, Hampton at number 3. The Lady Bulldogs dropped down a notch. They're still third in the state. Then comes McKenzie, Houston County, Pickett County, Dresden, Richland, Clark Range, and South Fulton. So on the girls' side, Elizabethton 4, Greenville 6, Hampton at number 3 in girls basketball statewide in the great state of Tennessee. So that's what you've got going on there. Again, our tournament play tonight going on. You have the doubleheader for the girls being played at Westridge tonight. Being played at Tribe Athletic Complex tonight in Kingsport. Westridge and Daniel Boone at 6 o'clock. Science Hills ladies and Crockett at 7:30. We're going to talk to the Crockett coach, Thomas Gooch, coming up here in a little while. And let's see, I'm trying to juggle 2 papers here, and anybody else playing today on Wednesday? Nope, but there's a bunch going on tomorrow. So a lot of basketball tomorrow. And our broadcast will be coming at you on, let's see, we have basketball, of course, Friday night. I don't know why I got to look at the paper. I know that. Friday night, 7:30, Cyclones and Volunteer in the elimination game. Playing game. If you win it, you go to the regional. If you lose it, your season is over. They'll be coming up again. And then the Cyclones, the Lady Cyclones, play that second game, Sullivan East and Volunteer at 6 o'clock on Saturday. So we'll have the guys on Friday night and the girls on Saturday ready to go in the district tournament being played at John Treadway Gymnasium in Elizabeth. We're at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. That's where we are on this very spring-like, almost like a summer-like, really. It is really warm out there. And I'll take it. No complaints from me. I'll take it. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day. 2023 last night. Now we pick up today on a Wednesday, Feb 15, and away we go. So, again, as Ronnie said, when you get someone you know switching from Verizon or AT&T to T-Mobile, get 20% off for life. How about that? You can't beat that. That is awesome. All you got to do is go into any of the stores in the Tri-City and say, Tom Taylor. Ronnie said just tell them to say Tom Taylor, and from there you will have yourself 20% off for life when you switch from Verizon or AT&T and come to T-Mobile. 20% off for life. Wow, that's a lot of money. You think about that every month. Take 20% off your bill, multiplied by 12, multiplied with the rest of your life. That is a chunk of change by simply going in and saying, yeah, I heard him talking on Tom Taylor. Can't beat that, folks, at any of the Tri-Cities locations, any of the T-Mobile stores. Tom Taylor Sports Show coming up top of the hour. Going to be joined by Greg Sire. Major League Baseball, there is a bunch of Big League Baseball going on. Let's see. Who is reporting today? I had it right here. What did I do with it? These are, here they are. It's right here in front of me. Pitchers and catchers. Reporting today, pitchers and catchers. For the following teams today, Wednesday, Feb 15. Arizona, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds, Colorado, Kansas City, the Angels. Pitchers and catchers showing up today. Oakland, the Texas Rangers, the Boston Red Sox, the Detroit Tigers. Also reporting today, the Mets, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Washington Nationals. Pitchers and catchers reporting today to all those teams. Everybody else reporting either tomorrow or Friday. So it's here, spring training, ready to go. Greg will talk about that top of the hour. And so some more of these new rule changes. It's interesting what they're getting ready to do in Major League Baseball. A lot of changes. All right, the Daytona 500, getting ready to crank it up. They will take a look at some NASCAR. Hendrick Motorsports announcing Alex Bowman and their sponsor, his sponsor, Ally Financial, have both reached multi-year contract extensions through 2026. There you go. So he's now locked in till 2026. Alex Bowman with Rick Hendrick Motorsports in the number 48, formerly driven, of course, by Jimmy Johnson. Also, Trackhouse Racing solidifying his driver roster today, announcing a multi-year deal to keep driver Daniel Suarez in the 99 Chevrolet. Returns for his third season with the Justin Marks-owned organization, Trackhouse Racing. So he is going to stay at Trackhouse. signed a one-year deal last August. Now it's a multi-year new contract. So Suarez staying with Trackhouse Racing, which that makes things a lot easier. When you know you've got security, just go out there and race now. Don't worry about your contract. Just go out there and drive. And that's what Suarez is doing, and that's what Alex Bowman's doing. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. And let's see. Here is the formula or the template for the running of the Daytona 500. There will be qualifying tonight at 8:15 at Daytona. The two fastest qualifiers will lock into the front row for the Great American Race. The rest of the field will have their starting spots on the Daytona 500 set following the blue-green vacation duels, which will be tomorrow night. Also locking their position into the Daytona 500 tonight will be the two fastest open teams. The drivers need to qualify that way into Sunday's race are the veteran driver Jimmie Johnson, Chandler Smith, Zane Smith, Austin Hill, and Connor Daly. Those are the guys that got to get in there on having the open team, trying to get in with their two fastest cars. And so that's going to be big for them. That's a lot of pressure on those teams tonight. Jimmie Johnson, Chandler Smith, Zane Smith, Austin Hill, and Connor Daly. And so they'll run them tonight, 8:15 at Daytona. The top two fastest cars will be on the front row for the Daytona 500 coming up on Sunday, the 65th running of the Great American Race. So there you go. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We are live on the road, as we are here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Be a good day for Cobb salad. Be a good day for chocolate milkshake, strawberry shake. Be a good day for one of those parfaits, either the granola or the Oreo parfaits. Can't go wrong with those. How about some mac and cheese? Ooh, yeah. Or a Cobb salad, as we said. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with anything at Chick-fil-A. Grilled nuggets. Good stuff. If you're looking for trays, of course, they got trays for any occasion. Got 11 different trays to choose from. You can come get at Chick-fil-A here in Johnson City. So we'll take a break. We'll come right back. Our new sponsor, Love It. Folks from Duggar Monuments joining us on the show. We appreciate that very much. We'll be right back after this. We'll take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's basketball, high school-wise. Lots of games tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Going to really kick it up. We'll tell you about it next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. You see on the screen, Duggar Family Monuments. Dustin's here. Tell us what it's all about.
Well, thanks for having us, Tom. So we're Duggar Family Monuments. We have a newer location in Elizabethton, 501 Broad Street beside of Wendy's. We also have two other locations, and so we decided about a year and a half ago to add a location in Elizabethton, and we've been here about a year and a half, and things are going great, and we're excited to be in town and helping families through, one of the most difficult things you can go through. So,
tell us how it works.
Well, you at Duggar Family Monuments, it's different than any other monument company. We try to make it easier on customers, and we try to make it just a simple process for them. So you'll just come in if you're looking for a monument for your loved one. You'll come in and see us. We have different options there at our office. We kind of do a indoor showroom, so it kind of keeps you out of the weather and the rain on days like today. And so you come in there and we just talk to you, and we try to figure out the life story of the loved one that you're purchasing the monument for, and we put it all together, and then we'll design it right there in front of you on the computer. You can see it as we're designing it, and make changes as you'd like, and spend as much time doing this as you'd like. And then once we get that design, we send it off, and once we get it back, we do the installation at the cemetery as well. So we'll contact them and get everything set for them.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It is a tough time for loved ones, so if you can ease that burden by designing this and making something special for that loved one they've lost or they didn't want to lose, it makes life a whole lot easier for them, doesn't it?
It does. We have a lot of customers that come in and they said, they regretted or they didn't want to come down there. And so they were dreading it.
Yep.
And then once they got there and sit down, we try to make it a little bit easier. And it's like you said, if we can just ease the burden of grief in some small way, that's what we're there for. And most of the time we can do that, and once you get there and you start designing it, and you start talking about the life story of your loved one, it does kind of help.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk it out. Talk it through.
That's right.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook. Just go to Facebook, look at Duggar Family Monuments. Also, our website is DuggarFamilyMonuments.com, and you can see a lot of the designs that we've done there. Our two other locations are Porter's Monument in Kingsport and Smith & Duggar Monuments in Telford. Combined, we have over 80 years in the business of monuments, and so we're excited about our new Elizabethton location.
Phone number to call?
423-518-1650.
There you go. Sponsor, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Dustin Duggar with Duggar Family Monuments. Sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live again at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Coming up tomorrow, what's going on tomorrow? Boys basketball, Westridge and Crockett tomorrow, and Daniel Boone and Dobbins Bennett. Also coming up tomorrow in basketball action, you would have on the girls' side tomorrow, Johnson County and South Green. And Happy Valley's girls and Chucky Doak will play tomorrow. And that's what's going on in high school basketball. Again, Friday night, 7:30. We're going there about 7:15. The Cyclone guys and volunteer at 7:30. Going there about 7:15 from John Treadway Gymnasium. And so that'll be a chance to bring you the Cyclone boys basketball team and Lucas Andrews. So the question is, it's an old coaching adage for many, many, many years. Can one team hit the other team 3 times in a season, 3 times in a row, or 3 times in 1 year? And, I don't know what the stats are to say yes or no about that, but that's the question. Volunteers beating them twice. Can they beat them 3 times? I don't know. Every bounce, every shot, every dribble, it's somebody's season on the line. So it's going to be a very tension-filled, pressure-packed basketball game, dripping with drama, as we say. So that's coming up again on Friday night, 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off. It's going to be a good one from John Treadway Gymnasium. They are hosting the district tournament. They've been painting and sprucing up the gym and put a big banner up on top of up behind one of the baskets. As Elizabethton Cyclones looks really sharp. So we'll do that with the Cyclone Network, 3-camera operation on Friday night and on Saturday as well. The Lady Cyclones, as we told you a few minutes ago, 4th-ranked team in the state, ready to go. And they will put that on the line against either Sullivan East. Make sure I'm saying this right. They all run together me. I don't know why, but they do. So it'll be the winner of the Sullivan East volunteer game. I'm 99% sure. Goodness gracious sakes alive. So, yep, Sullivan East volunteer winner takes on Elizabethton at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Then ladies play again on Monday. The guys, if they win Friday night, the winner of the Elizabethton volunteer game will come right back and play on Saturday against the top seed Tennessee High. And Sullivan East will play Unicoi County's guys. Hello, young lady. How are you? I'm doing good. Coach Pitts' daughter works in here. It's good. So, yep, Dustin is a great person. Thank you, Junior Campbell. He is. I think so, too. I've met him, and going to get him back on the show next week. So, anyway, a lot of basketball. We're going to air the broadcast, as we said, at 7:15 on Friday night. All right, pro football, Cardinals hiring Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon as their new head coach. 5-year contract. So he had been the Eagles defensive coordinator for the past 2 seasons, immediately made an impact, turned Philadelphia into a top 10 defense in his first year. And this season they ranked 2nd in the league. So rock-solid defense for the Eagles, although it didn't show in the second half. They had a meltdown. And then Shane Steichen leaves as the offensive coordinator for Philadelphia, is now the head football coach for the Indianapolis Colts. So changes there on both sides of the fence for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have to go out and find 2 new coordinators, which I'm sure they will. So that will not be I would not think be a problem at all. So Tennessee basketball tonight. Can they do it? The Big Orange taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Thompson Bowling Arena, Knoxville. Number 1 in the country against number 10 should be a heck of a matchup. If Tennessee's healthy, it should be a good ball game. And, you know, you obviously want all your horses out there ready to go. So I'm not sure the status as of yet for Tennessee's wounded Phillips and Josiah. So hopefully they'll both be able to go. And that way they can come full throttle to the number 1 team in the country. Then they'll turn right around, as we said earlier, and go to Kentucky and play Lexington, in Lexington against the Wildcats coming up again on Saturday. So whatever happens tonight, can't rest on your laurels very long. Got to turn right around and head back out. All right. You look at, jumping over to NASCAR here for just a second, the Busch Light pole qualifying tonight at 8:15. Tomorrow you have the Blue Green Vacations Duels 1 at 7 o'clock and number 2 race at 8:45. Friday you come back for the opening race of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the Next Era Energy 250 on Friday night at 7:30. Then on Saturday you have at 5 o'clock the Xfinity Series season opening race. Beef, it's Watts for Dinner 300. That's at Saturday, or on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Then you come back on Sunday at 2:30. They'll drop the flag for the Great American Race, the 65th running of the Daytona 500. So there you go. That's what's going to be happening at Daytona. And of course, it starts tonight with qualifying. Top 2 will be on the front row. Top 2 fastest qualifiers tonight on the front row for the race on Sunday. One will set on the pole and one will not. So one will be on the outside of the front row for that race. All right. All righty, let's see. I'm trying to get everything ready for Greg. Greg's doing here any minute, so get ready for little hoops. So here's a listing from, there's another one down here too I want to show you. Here it is. This is the one on Siam Road, Elizabethton for $269,900. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, Siam Road. Here it is. Again, collinsandcompany.info is where you want to go check this out. Get signed up and make a call in. Say, hey, I want to call and do a walkthrough here on Siam Road at Elizabethton for $269,900. Number to call is 543-5741. 543-5741 is the number to call. All right. Let's take a quick break from Mike Barnett, the good folks at Big John's Closeouts, one of our great sponsors. I know folks doing spring fix-up, and one of the things they want to do is put in some new cabinets, and he can do it for you and do it well. Love Mike Barnett. They do a great job. One of our great sponsors, Big John's Closeouts on the Tom Taylor Sports. Tell us about cabinets we can get at Big John's Closeouts.
Well, the one thing that we offer is we have pretty much a all-wood line of kitchen cabinets and bathroom vanities and linen cabinets. And we've got a wide variety of styles, profiles, finishes. There's a number of amenities you can add, from pull-out, trash bin trays, to soft close doors and drawers, where it doesn't slam shut and stuff of that nature. You can get everything from specialty like wine racks and plate racks to, different size and depth cabinets. A lot of people now are utilizing 36-inch and 42-inch cabinets in sort of a staggered profile on their wall to break up just everything being 30 inches tall. A lot of people in their corners and stuff, they like to do a taller cabinet, sometimes add glass doors to it or whatever of that nature to sort of, add a little something unique for their kitchen. And we can normally get most any of that in any of the profiles. Of course, now you're seeing a lot of gray cabinetry, and we've started to see a lot of interest in like blue cabinets and stuff of that nature. We also have people that are sort of utilizing maybe black cabinets in white. Maybe the bottom is black and the top's white, or vice versa, and they're breaking it up that way. So there's a lot of different things you can do. We can come out and measure. We can do a computer layout and give you frontal and top drawings that you can take home, study, and look at before you purchased and stuff of that nature. Of course, naturally, we're happy to do the estimate and the pricing of it. We can even deliver the cabinets, your new cabinets for your home. And while you're there, you can look at options for countertops, backsplash material, flooring. We're talking about flooring. We still have a decent supply of ceramic tile. But really the more popular option has been your luxury vinyl plank flooring, with waterproof easy to install, extremely durable, and very well priced. Anywhere from $229 on up, you know, in a price for a floor that you won't have to replace for many, many years, even with small spills, pet messes, or whatever. You're covered.
There's no notes, folks. This is all product knowledge up here. There's nothing in here. This is all off the top, off the cuff, as they say. So the man knows what's going on. Big John's Closeouts. Social media, how do we find you?
Okay, you can do that on going to BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email questions or ask for a quote or whatever at experts with an S at BigJohns with an S Closeouts.com. And also, if you've got cabinet questions, you can email those to our two cabinet guys at cabinets with an S at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. Check us out on Facebook and any place else.
One of our great sponsors, folks, is Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love having them on. They hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth.
This is Big Country, and this is
Just Tom, and this is the Big Country Sports Show, and we say,
Go Cyclones.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City again on this Wednesday, Feb 15. Tomorrow, Port Travis Deli. Friday at a Food City Friday. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be at. We'll be at one of them, kicking all the weekend. Looking forward to that. We'll know that later today. But we are ready to go for, a spring-like day. What's it? Mike Barnett's a great guy. Hello, Reba Whitehead. Hello to Teresa Tigg. How you kids doing? Thank you for being with us. Haven't heard from Teresa for a while. Thought we was on the skids. Not really. So, let's see what we got here. Temperature-wise right now at almost noon is 69 today. We're not there yet. 72 tomorrow. Friday, 49. Okay. Back up Saturday, 50. Sunday, 58. Monday, 58. Tuesday, 61. Wednesday next week, a week from today, 63. Thursday, 61. And Friday, 58. That's all the way puts us to the 24th of February. We're in pretty good shape right now. It's 60 degrees outside on February the 15th. I love it. 60 degrees right now. Greg's in the house. He's here. He joins us right after this from Brummett Sports. We'll be ready to go talking Major League Baseball and a bunch of it. Lots of baseball. Right after this from Brummett Sports, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So we're at Brummett Sports Shop in Elizabeth, and Lori Wilson, the owner, and one of the hot items going into the holidays are varsity jackets or Letterman jackets. Tell us about it.
Well, Tom, we do varsity jackets for all our local schools. These are Holloway jackets, and the body is 24-ounce wool, and then most of the jackets, we will get leather sleeves on them. We can also do the wool sleeves. But like I said, they're Holloway, so they're high-quality jackets. We can do any color for any school. We will put your school letter on the front, your name. See, this one has a name. We also have a local lady here that makes the patches. So the turnaround time is really pretty short for a custom jacket. The other thing we will do is if you play a sport, we will put a ball patch with your number in it, your varsity years that you played. We can do inserts, like we do a cross for FCA. We can do ball inserts if you play basketball or football or whatever. We also have band jackets. So here we have a band letter for this young lady. And one other thing we do are like custom patches, embroidered patches. So she plays mellophone and French horn, so she requested that. So we put that on her jacket. If you're all conference, if your team won the conference, we can do that. Let's see, on the back of the jackets, we can do either the like the nickname for your school. So this is Betsy Band. We also have Vikings for Tennessee High, Pioneers for Crockett, Greenville for the Greenville jacket. Another option for the back of the jacket is we can do your name and number.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and then also we have position patches. So C for center, or we had one earlier that someone picked up, point guard, so that was PG and SG. But we do all local schools. Like I said, they're Holloway, so they're good quality jackets, and we sell a lot of them. And the kids love these jackets. They love to show off their accomplishments, their team's accomplishments, and represent their school.
Tell us how we can get a hold of you.
Okay, our phone number is 423-542-2321. We also have a Facebook page, Brummett Sports Shop, so you can message me there. You can message me on my personal Facebook page, Lori Wilson, or you can email at brummittstn, that's BRUMITSTN @charter.net. We'd love to hear from you.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Look who showed up in his Atlanta Braves shirt.
Yeah.
Not hardly. He's got his Reds on. Is your mother watching?
She is watching.
Hello. Hello, Ev.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tom.
Your ads are strategically placed over my logo on my vest.
Yeah, I'm not sure we did it that way, but that's how it is. So you want to lean that way so they can see it? You want to go that way?
Well, let's say it's.
You want to lean that way. There you go.
There we go.
There's his Reds logo.
Yeah.
Pitchers and catchers report today for the Reds. Does it matter? Probably not. So they'll take on the Little League team tomorrow in Cincinnati. They'll probably get beat. So, good Lord. They're terrible. So it's one of the
I
few.
saw a prediction yesterday. Somebody said 55 and 107. If so, that'll be the worst season in Reds history.
So
I don't know it'll be that bad.
I can't remember a time when I was starting a major league season and the team I'm following is like, in this case the Reds, is like, they're just crummy. They're not any good.
It's
sad. That's what it is.
It is sad.
Yeah.
It really is.
But anyway, it is what it is. So we truck on. Sun comes up. Oh, you know what I've not done?
What have you not done?
I didn't do the verse of the day.
Oh, you got to do the verse of the
Got
day.
to do the verse of the day.
Yeah.
Ronnie got here early, started talking about that T-Mobile special they got going on. So, and I forgot to do the verse of the day. It's today's verse is 1 John. Usually do Psalms today. 1 John 3:18. Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
1 John 3:18. Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. You know, one of the most powerful verses I've ever read. I read it yesterday, and for whatever reason, can I hit that with you real quick?
Sure.
I'm allowed to do that?
Sure.
That's my show, but I mean,
It's your show.
Got a lot of baseball. John 15:12. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. I mean, it just stop. That's it right there.
Yeah.
It just stops and starts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Pretty good verse there, isn't it?
My command is this: love each other as I loved you.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at that and I thought, I mean, it just hit me like a ton of bricks sitting there yesterday. I read that. I thought, wow, that's pretty basic stuff.
That is.
I'm supposed to love him as he's loved me. Well, that's like unconditionally and with a lot of forgiveness.
Yeah.
So, is it hard for you to forgive people when somebody hurts you?
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's easy. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes sometimes I think God just gave me a gift to be able to do that because I can do that. But sometimes it's hard, depending on who it is and what they've done. But
When you get hurt, do you forgive and go back, or do you just kind of back up and move on?
once again, it kind of depends. But I try to just push it aside and go on and
Give him another chance?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Just wondered.
Yeah.
Just wondered.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen that's not the unpardonable sin, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
try to have grace.
Yeah. When you get hurt, it's tough. Something,
It's hard sometimes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
When you-
like I said, it depends on situation, who it is, things like that.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
when you get kicked in the gut, sometimes it's not you bounce back, but it's like
Yeah.
But he says forgive, right?
Yeah,
He just said that, as what was the verse? As I commanded you to love me like I've loved you.
Yeah.
Is that it? Love others as I've loved you. There you go. All right, let's jump in and go. New rule changes, of course. We went down to it a few minutes ago, and let's bring them up again. I have them right here. Here's who's reporting today. Pitchers and catchers for the following teams. We put on my Food City glasses. We're talking to Greg Salyer, Major League Baseball update. Bottom of the hour, Thomas Googe joins us, Crockett girls basketball coach, in about 20 minutes.
Food City sponsors your glasses?
Yeah, bottom here. A bottom from Food City.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they bought a sponsorship.
No, I just went
glasses.
bottom. Okay. $10 at Food City. I love them.
Okay.
And they work.
Gotcha.
Trust me.
Okay.
They work. Man, that's really blurry. Now it's not. All right. Pitchers and catchers of the following teams reporting today. Arizona, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds. Colorado, Kansas City, the Angels. Oakland, Texas, the Boston Red Sox. Detroit, pitchers and catchers reporting today. The Mets today. The Pirates today, the Cardinals today, Tampa Bay today, and the Washington Nationals today. Everybody else tomorrow or Friday. Then most of the position players report on Monday, the rest of the team. So it's here. Spring training, ready to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, it's always big day.
Oh, yeah.
Big day. When
Big
pitchers
day.
and catchers report.
Yep. It feels like spring here today.
It does. Feels great.
60 degrees right now. When exhibition games begin, fans and players likely get their first look at the new rule changes. A pitch clock, larger bases, a limit on extreme infield shifts. Those are some of the rules. So, and here's a new one. Here's another one. It says a more subtle rule change. I don't know if it's subtle or not. Position players could pitch when the score was separated by at least 6 runs. And here's the new rule. Leading teams will have to be up by 10 or more in the 9th inning to let me or you pitch when we're not really pitchers, while the trailing teams can use a position player anytime it's down by 8 or more runs. Position players are also allowed to pitch anytime in extra innings. What do you think about that? Is that good?
I don't think there ought to be any limits at all. If you got if you need a pitcher and you got a position player that can do it, let him pitch. I don't think there should be any regulation on that whatsoever. That's my opinion. I think that's just stupid, to be honest with you. I understand what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to keep some guys from maybe getting hurt. I don't know, because there have been position players that have pitched and blown out their elbow or something from it, trying to throw too hard or whatever. And I think Jose Canseco actually did that once and had to have elbow surgery after.
Because he pitched?
Because he pitched, yeah. So, so I understand that, but okay, it comes a time when the game's out of hand, and that's what I think they're trying to define, when the game's out of hand. But let a manager save his bullpen if he can a little bit. If he's used everybody out there and still they can't get anybody out, but it's less than that run differential, let somebody else pitch. I don't get it. I have more of a problem with that rule than the others. I'll just say that.
Major League Baseball's extra innings tiebreaker rule, which a runner is automatically placed at second base to begin each extra inning, is now permanent. They make the rule permanent for the regular season and regular season only. Now, postseason games will continue to feature regular play and extra innings. You okay with that? What do you think about that?
I have mixed feelings about it. So the thing that I do like about it is, since that rule has been used, we've not seen like a lot of 16, 17 inning games. Matter of fact, I don't know if there's even been any. Maybe one that I can think of. But so I kind of like the fact that the game gets over a little bit quicker when it comes to that. Because, I mean, I've sat in the ballpark for about 16, 17 innings before, and it makes for a long day. It sure does. But, but I do have mixed feelings about it. I know some people hate it, some love it. It does what it's designed to do generally, and I guess I'm okay with it.
So starting in the 10th inning, we're tied 4-4, 10th inning. It's the Reds and the Cardinals. Top of the 10th. Cardinals are in Cincinnati. They put a guy at second base.
Yeah.
With nobody out, and so you got pretty good. Wonder what the
pretty good odds.
Wonder what the probability that those guys end up coming in. Pretty good percent. Pretty high percentage.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You're almost penalized for going into a tie game. In fact, you are penalized for not getting it done in 9 innings. We put a guy out second, but now we go back to postseason. It goes back to regular baseball, if you will, which changes the strategy of the game.
It does.
So that's one of the new rule changes. Here's another one that came out this morning. They're going to beef up enforcing the balk rule. So Morgan Swartz says, the executive vice president of baseball operations says, we've slipped a little calling the rule book illegal pitches and balks. So the balk, which is intended to keep pitchers from deceiving runners on base, can be called by umpires for more than a dozen different reasons. You know, I don't know what these umpires get paid, man. They're in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
I mean, they got all kinds of rules in their head to be remembering, and all kinds of over and above just the flow of the game. It's like, okay, is he balking? Is this one going on? Are we doing a shift? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that they got to stay up with now. Pitcher throws within 15 seconds of receiving the ball, the base is empty. 20 seconds with runners on. If a pitcher balks, runners go up 1 base. Stressing the delivery of legal pitches matters because it coincides with the beginning of a delivery, which is when the pitch clock is supposed to stop. So there's something else they got to stay up with.
Yeah.
Pitchers who violate the rule are assessed a ball as a penalty. If hitters are not in the batter's box and facing the pitcher with 8 seconds left on the clock, they'll be given an automatic strike. So they got to keep up with is he balking? Is he got 8 seconds? I mean, there's buzzers and something. There are going to be ways to notify the umpire, but that home plate umpire's got a lot on him.
He's got a lot on him.
Yeah. So you all right with this balk thing? What do you think about the balk thing?
Yeah, you know, balk is one of those things that's kind of subjective anyway, because you know, sometimes you look at it and you think, well, the guy balked and they don't call it, and sometimes they call one and you can't see it. You don't know what they were calling it for. But like you said, there's 12 different reasons that they can call that. You know, I think it's going to put a lot more pressure on the pitchers for sure.
Oh yeah, puts them on them. Definitely puts them on the umpire, home plate umpire in particular.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Boston Red Sox manager Alex Cora said he agrees Major League Baseball's new rules, but offered one notable saying on the first day of spring training. The bases look like a pizza box, to be honest with you. They increased the size of the bases from 15 to, and you said this last week, from 15 square inches to 18 square inches. Why? Base paths are shortened by 4 inches, which they're hoping to increase the number of stolen bases.
Yeah.
So, to do what? More offense? More scoring?
More offense. Yeah.
People want more scoring?
Yeah, and they say the reason they did it is for safety for the players. You know, so there was on Twitter this morning, somebody had a picture, and it was supposedly the old base beside the new base, but yeah, it had been photoshopped or something, because I mean they had this new base, you know, looking like it was 6 feet wide, you know, and I said, I don't think that's quite right. It's 3 inches bigger on each side. It's not that big.
What is big? Good segue. Horace's shirt. I got his shirt.
It's a Tom Taylor.
Look how big this thing is. Good Lord. Look at this. He uses it as a blanket. That's pretty big, isn't it?
It's pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, it's like big, big, big. So, but Horace is a big man, so he wanted a Tom Taylor sports T-shirt, so he's got it.
I gave him his hat last week, and he put it on.
Oh, he wore it. He sent me a picture, and I said, melon head. I got no response.
So we'll see if you get a picture of the shirt. He'll get it tonight.
Yeah, he'll get it tonight, and he'll drape it across his frame. Looks like a canopy. So there you go. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Coming up bottom of the hour, Thomas Scoots, Crockett basketball coach for the Lady Pioneers. All right, Padres signing Michael Wacha.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big pickup, isn't it?
It is.
I would think so.
Yeah. Padres are a team to be reckoned with this year for sure. I mean, you know, they were good last year. They did not have Fernando Tatis all season, but they were good without him. Mm-hmm. I think they've gotten even better. I mean, he's not going to be playing shortstop for them this year. Yeah, that's going to be a good team. Their pitching is going to be good. Of course, they signed Darvish to an extension.
Musgrove, Blake Snell, Nick Martinez, Seth Lugo, and now Michael Waka. And Adrian Morejon.
Yeah, so I'll just say that team may win the division. It's possible.
They can beat the Dodgers?
It's possible.
Wow.
We'll talk about that a little bit if you want to.
Christian Javier, 5-year contract with the Astros, avoiding salary arbitration. $64 million, a $2 million signing bonus to put his name on the line. $2 million, thank you. So there you go.
Yeah.
So 11-9 last year, won both postseason starts. Pitched 11 1/3 scoreless innings in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series against the Yankees and Game 4 of the World Series against Philadelphia. So
he looked good.
Yep.
He did. So I think they're rewarding him for what he was able to do in the postseason for sure.
Corbin Burns, arbitration, they're way off. He wants 10.7. Brewers want to give him $10 million, so he's off about $740,000. Who wins on that? How does that get determined?
He'll get it.
He'll get it.
He'll get it.
Corbin Burns, Milwaukee Brewer pitcher.
Yeah.
So
I say that Max Fried lost his.
yes, he did. The Braves.
So, and somebody asked, they said, well, how does he feel after losing arbitration? Sean Casey addressed that one time because he went to arbitration with the Reds. And he said, literally, you sit in a room and he said, you listen to them talk about how horrible you are.
Trying to downsell you.
Yeah. They tried to make, and he said, literally, he said he got fired up. He said he got mad.
Yeah.
And
well, it's taking personal shots at them as a player.
Yeah.
I understand that. You can't play dead in a Western movie. We didn't give you no raise. And his attorney or his rep or his agent is saying, wait a minute, he hit 282 with 12 homers and with men on base, he hit that. Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
He don't deserve that money. Is that basically what it is, right?
Exactly what it is. Yeah. So now they say that the players are professional enough that they just go on and play and do their job. But there's got to be a little bit of animosity in that when your employer is really throwing off on you as bad as it sounds like they do.
But on the flip side of that, in Corbin Burns' case, he's talking $10.7 million versus $10 million.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna have too much sympathy for him if they're picking on him too much. Guy's making $10.7 million.
Yeah.
Basically working every 5 days or thereabouts as a starting pitcher. Nah, I ain't gonna get too many tears from me. 10.7 to 10 million, and they're crying about that. And well, they're saying mean things about me. You're still making 10 million, even if you don't win, dude. You're still making $10 million.
So I'm wondering, what are they going to say bad about the guy?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He's a Cy Young Award winner. Fantastic pitcher.
Yeah. I mean,
just pay him the money.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and give it to him.
Just stroke the check and be done with it.
He's going to get it.
Yeah. Well,
if he doesn't, I'll be surprised. Let's say that.
Plus, he puts fannies in the seats. People come to the ballpark watching pitch because he's good. So that's one of the selling points of these superstars. They have, star quality where folks will plunk down money not to come watch Tom Taylor or Greg Salyer, but Corbin Burns or Yu Darvish or pick somebody. So, yeah, they know that. These owners know that. They're going to click their turnstiles. They're out there pitching. They're not stupid. So, or the Corbin Burns T-shirts or ball cap, something with his name on it.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's keep it in perspective here. So, Corbin, you're not going to starve. You can buy a lot of chicken nuggets for $10 million a year.
Even if he loses.
Even if he loses.
Arbitration case, he can still buy a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Still making $10 million. So there you go. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We thank you for being with us. We're talking to our buddy Greg Salyer. So which division are we breaking down today?
National League West.
NL West.
All right. National League West.
NL West. All right. We have San Diego, San Francisco, the LA Dodgers,
Arizona
Diamondbacks,
and the Colorado
Rockies. All right, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you keeping these, by the way? I got them at the house.
I'm not, but I can probably tell you.
Well, then at the end of the year, when you pick San Francisco to win and they don't do it, then I don't know any different because I thought you were keeping tabs. So
you said you kept them, so I just figured.
Well, they're on a paper towel somewhere flying down the road. So, yeah, I mean, look what I did with this one there. This is kind of
that's how he does it.
This kind of chicken scratch.
That's his record keeping.
That's it right here. This is it right here. We'll put 215, 23. Well, you don't keep any records. At least I'm ahead of you. You don't even keep them.
I can tell you who.
So it's an honor system. So
I can tell you who I picked.
I know that. I'll give you all the
I may not want to tell you that after the fact, but
Nah, you'll be all
I may
right.
be way off, especially on this one.
Yeah. So number 5 out of the 5-team division National League West, I'm going to go the Colorado Rockies.
You would be correct.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yes.
ding.
So Chris Bryant will not be as bad as he was last year. He will turn it around somewhat. He will have to.
Yeah.
The problem with the Rockies, and this is what happened with Nolan Arenado when he was there. They put all their eggs in one basket. They've given Bryant that big contract. They still got Blackman. He's got that big contract as well. And they can't afford to add a lot of other pieces that they need to compete. So last year, Chris Bryant did not perform up to the level they thought he would. And he's their superstar, so he's going to have to do better. And he will. He will. I'm confident that he'll come around and play better than what we saw out of him last year. But I think they just don't have enough pieces. They're gonna finish 5th.
The National League West will pick number 4. I'm going to say, he's going to say, the Arizona Diamondbacks.
You would be correct.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yes.
ding. Yeah,
So-
I've got this division. I nailed this one down.
So they went out and traded Dalton Varsho, who was one of their big stud prospects, to the Blue Jays. So they got a pretty decent return, but I think that was a blow to this team. I think that guy's going to really show us something this year in Toronto, and I think Arizona's going to regret making that trade.
Arizona 4th, Colorado 5th, number 3 NL West, the San Francisco Giants.
That would be correct.
Ding, 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 ding,
yes,
ding.
This is a predictable division somewhat.
I'm on a roll.
So yes, the San Francisco Giants. This team. Okay, so they lost Carlos Rodon. That was a blow to them. We thought they were going to get Carlos Correa. That didn't work out.
Yep.
Now they have made some moves. They have done some good things to help their team. But I just think they're probably not going to be able to compete with the Padres and the Dodgers.
All right.
They'll have a winning record. I think they'll have a winning record.
Get in the playoffs? Nah.
No, probably not.
No.
They
Number
were
2.
500 last year. I think they might be just a little better than that this year, but not much. I mean, they may win 82, 83 games.
Number 2, NL West. I'm going to say, he's going to say, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You would be correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes,
I'm on
I
it,
can't
boys.
believe I'm doing that. I am going to go out on a limb and say the Dodgers are not going to win 111 games this year like they did last year.
I got them all right.
They lost Cody Bellinger. They lost
Turner.
Trey Turner. They
Yep.
lost Justin Turner.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a blow. That team's going to look entirely different this year than it looked last year. I think they're still going to be really good. I mean, they still got Mookie Betts. They still got Kershaw. They've got a good team. They're going to win a lot of games. Let me say that, because they're still the Dodgers. But I just don't think that they're going to be able just to run away with the division like they have the last few years.
Are you surprised they haven't made a managerial change? This guy's underperformed the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a playoff thing for them. You
Yeah.
know, they just can't get over the hump there and win a World Series, which is what they really expect to do. But they should have done. I mean, they should have done that. So I don't know. I think they like Dave Roberts out in Los Angeles. I think he's a popular manager. But yeah, you're right. He wins a lot in the regular season, but and
Folds in the playoffs.
But in saying that too, a lot of that has to do with how you've built your team as well. Some teams can really do well throughout that long, grueling regular season, but you get down to a short series, and maybe they're not put together well enough to compete.
Walker Buehler's not coming back or he'll be off. He's off the charts for a while, right? Off the radar.
Yeah.
Kershaw's 100%, but don't know.
Don't know.
So their pitching staff is a little suspect, isn't it, right now?
Yeah, of course they signed Gonsolin, who was like out of this world last year.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope that he can repeat what he did last year, which he could. But I think they've taken a step backwards, and at the same time, the San Diego Padres have taken some serious steps forward.
No question. So is Gonsolin your ace right now for the Dodgers?
Maybe so.
Or Urias?
Urias probably.
Yeah.
Gonsolin. I'd put Urias and Kershaw then Gonsolin maybe. you can't depend on Kershaw to be the ace. I don't think anymore. I mean,
No.
I'd like
Age
to say
is
that
catching up with it.
It is. I would like to think that you could, but he's a bulldog. You know, I wouldn't bet against him anytime he's out there pitching. But yeah, he's had some injury problems, so you never know how healthy he really is, because you know these guys don't like to admit that they're not 100%.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Thinks what that old song is.
Yeah,
so.
that's right.
We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, so I picked them San Diego first, Dodgers second, Giants third, Arizona fourth, Colorado fifth.
Yeah.
There you go.
And to me, really, the big pickup was when San Diego picked up Xander Bogaerts. I mean, it was huge.
Yep.
That was huge. So that means when they do get Tatis back, he'll be in center field. And that means they got Trent Grisham that they're trying to trade. He's a good, solid player. I mean, not the greatest hitter for average, but great defensive player. And if they're able to trade him, they may get a haul for him.
I won't talk much about the Reds. I'll just get sick of my stomach. So, but not really. I could really care less than today. But if today, Feb 15, who would you say is the ace of the Reds pitching staff, or do they even have one?
Yeah, it'd be Hunter Green.
Hunter Green?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be Hunter Green. I think Nick Lodolo may be by the end of the season.
Who?
Nick Lodolo, left-handed pitcher that really performed well last year. And I mean, the Reds have 3 young pitchers who are legitimate starting pitchers in the major leagues: Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, and Graham Ashcraft. Now, who the other 2 starters are for the Reds right now, I think is kind of open. Luis Sessa probably has a good shot of getting one of those. He's been in the bullpen the last couple of years, got some starts last year. He's probably got an outside chance of being probably the number 4. Maybe Connor Overton as a starter as well, who got some starts last year for the Reds. But, you know, you got 3 guys who are now going to be in their second major league season. And I think those 3 guys are going to be good. I hope they all stay in Cincinnati for a long time. I was in the ballpark to see Graham Ashcraft get his first major league win. The guy's phenomenal. I mean, he and Hunter Green can both throw over 100 miles an hour. Hunter Green last year, Tom, threw over 300 pitches over 100 miles an hour.
He'll be trade bait. They'll get rid of him. So.
Well, I hope they hang on. They're going to hang on to him until they have to pay him for sure. And then when it comes time for him to sign a really big contract, yeah, he'll probably be gone. But
almost every day I pick up and read something about Major League Baseball. I see a former Red in the news. Yesterday's Jesse Winker. He's with the Brewers. DeSclafani, is that his name? Anthony DeSclafani or whatever.
Oh, Anthony DeSclafani.
Yeah, saw a story on him. Johnny Cueto, and I'm thinking Zach Cozart.
Cozart, really?
Yeah, saw a story on him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just talking about going to spring training, but they're all former Reds. They're all over the place. And we've got Connor Overton and Luis Susi, or whatever his name was.
Luis Sessa.
Yeah, him. And then, oh, well. So, who is the slugger? We got
the Reds?
30 seconds. We got who is the hammer on the base on the offensive side of the baseball?
Probably Will Myers, about the best shot they got.
There you go.
Yeah.
That who that is. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a longtime San Diego Padre that they picked up as a free agent this year. I'm anxious to see what Joey Votto's able to do. You know, he's already turned 40 years old. This may be his last hurrah in Cincinnati. He's going to give it everything he's got. You know that. I think as far as hitters go, the best hitter on the team is probably Tyler Stevenson, catcher. And because he's such a good hitter, they're probably going to have him play a lot of first base or DH or something like that as well.
There you go. Didn't know any of them, so there you go. And I guess I'm allegedly a Reds guy. Apparently I'm not. I don't know about any of these guys. I don't really care, to be honest with you. So.
You know Jonathan India? You know that name, Jonathan India?
Yeah, he's got a funny last name. Got that country name. I remember that, Jonathan India. Yeah.
One Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I remember his name.
Okay.
Will Myers, Connor Overton, Luis Susi, and somebody else. Hunter Green. Oh, well.
I'm telling you, if you got any money, invest them in Hunter Green rookie cards.
Worth some money?
They will be.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
I found last night in a box that they're all unopened. Every team in the Appalachian League from 1991.
Wow.
Every team. I don't know if any of these guys went on the bigs in 91.
91, I'm sure they
Burlington
did.
Indians, Bristol White Sox or Tigers, I can't remember. Johnson City Cardinals, Kingsport Mets. Found them in a shoebox.
Wow, that's cool.
They're all unopened. Do I open them, look at them, or just leave them unopened? Are they worth any money?
I don't know. Okay, so you can look them up to see who played on those teams.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're a team set for each team, that doesn't really matter so much because you got every player.
Oh yeah, but there's most of the probably 95% of those guys are duds.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're
they
pharmacists or farmers. They've moved on life. But there may be one of them in there.
Yeah,
Found a Magic Johnson rookie card. You think that's worth anything?
It's also got Larry Bird's rookie card on it. Did you know that?
No, this is Magic by himself. So.
Okay, that may be second year.
I don't know.
Yeah, because Magic and Larry Bird share a rookie card.
Which is going to be worth some money.
It is. It's already worth some money.
There you go.
I have one, but mine's in really bad condition, so it's not worth much.
I found all these cards last night in a box.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I don't know, Kenny Battle, Charles Bar. I mean, all these guys are just obsolete players now. They probably ain't worth a penny a card, I wouldn't think. But now some of those guys, I guess.
Some of them.
The USA Olympic team cards, I found those. You reckon they're any good?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
With Bird and Jordan. I mean, when
Jordan,
they're the Olympic team.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
Might be worth a little something.
All right.
We can look them up and see.
Hello, Kathy Lyles in Hampton. How you doing? Are you hungry, by the way?
I am hungry.
All
yeah.
right. Go at it. Next week back here, I think. Yep, next week here again.
Okay.
Next Wednesday back here in JC. Do I need to remind you? Or you just need to know?
It's good to remind me.
Okay.
I got that text from you today. I knew it was here, but when I got the text,
It was
like,
reassuring.
It was.
Thank
it
you.
was. If I don't get a text, I usually look online to see where you are.
There you go.
Just to be 100% sure, because I would hate to show up in Elizabethton when
Wrong
you're here,
place.
or show up over here
Yeah.
when you're in Elizabethton. I would hate for that to happen.
See that number, that little I-9 up there, the I?
Yeah.
Ronnie was here today. He said, don't pay any attention to that.
Yeah.
He said, I said, what does it mean? He's not real sure what it means. He said, but there's more than 9 people watching the show. I said, oh, yeah.
You get more comments than that.
Yeah, and I got more. So he said, don't pay attention to that number. Whether it's big or small, don't pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So that's good advice coming from the T-Mobile guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me leave sports for just a second and mention something that's so cool that's going on. Have you heard about what's going on at Asbury University, the revival that has broken out there once again?
Mm-mm.
You know, they had a revival there in 1950, again in 1970. They've been having a chapel service that started last week that hasn't ended yet.
It's like 24 hours around the clock?
24 hours around the clock. They're coming and going, but chapel's packed out, people on their knees crying out to the Lord, a lot of confession of sin, a lot of worship going on, and it is spreading to other schools, one of which is Cedarville, where my daughter is. So they have not been having 24-hour chapel, but they have been having very long 3-4 hour chapels during the day, and then at night coming back together. And tonight, a group of, I think it's 300 students from Cedarville are going to go over to Ohio State University just to share the gospel with students on campus.
Wow.
So
where's Asbury at? Ohio?
Kentucky.
Didn't know anything about
I think it's
that.
Wilmore, Kentucky, I believe is where it is.
Asbury University.
Asbury
I need to
University.
look that up when I get off the show.
Yeah,
So,
look it up. But it's been going on since last week.
Wow.
And it is it's an amazing thing that God is doing among these young people. So.
Well, you look around, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out something's going on. I mean, this is not the way things are supposed to be. We get told the other day from the folks in the White House, and I'm not going to throw off in the White, but they said we don't have aliens out there. I'm thinking, I thought it was a joke. I went and watched the press conference. I thought, but they're dead serious. No, I want you to let you know there's not aliens.
You know where that came from, right?
I don't know where it comes
There
from.
was some guy from the Air Force that made some kind of statement that made it sound like these things are shooting down are aliens. Yeah.
So anyway.
So that's why he said that, because
So
yeah, some Air Force dude made it sound like we had aliens attacking us.
So put that in a box and everything else going on in this world. Yes, folks look around and go, something's going on, something's going to get ready to happen, and it is. It's not going to get any better. So
yeah.
So
my future son-in-law's brother is a fighter pilot in the Air Force.
Okay.
So when they shot down that balloon, that first one, so he's stationed in Goldsboro, North Carolina. He calls his brother, "Hey, did you shoot that balloon down?" He said, "No, but one of my buddies did."
Oh, really? There you go.
Of course, we don't know who did it.
Don't know who do it.
But yeah, he said, "No, it wasn't me." But he said one of my buddies did it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It is cool. But here's the thing about that, and I'm going to let you go. I won't get into politics and what the show's about. But people have been spying on, the country has been spying on other countries for years. So because we spot a balloon above us,
yeah.
I mean, they're hacking our computer systems, different countries are. I mean, it's just common. We're probably hacking theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called intelligence, and we're looking for it all the time. So for us to get all wigged out over a balloon, okay, it's a concern, of course. But what have they been doing the other 364 days that you and I don't know about?
Right.
They're watching us right now. Again, somebody's watching us right now, guarantee it.
Yeah.
Either from this country or another country. It's the way it is. It's a given that they're spying. I mean, we've had spies and counter spies since I was a kid.
So you really think somebody from China is watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show to see what they can learn about the United States right now?
No. No, I'm just talking about somebody just watching. I mean, we're being monitored. Because I know
absolutely.
We're being monitored by somebody's watching us, guarantee it.
Yeah.
So I'm just FYI, I'm just a harmless old country boy. You can go chase somebody else because I ain't gonna cause you no harm. I just want to talk a little sports every now and then, eat some chicken and go home.
Yeah.
So say hello to Ev. So, but no, the balloon thing, it's okay. I understand it, but for us to think, they've been spying on us, and we've been spying on them. It goes back. Spy, counter spy, I mean, forever. And it's not going to stop.
No.
It's just more sophisticated. And a balloon getting shot out of the sky, I don't even know what. So, anyway, your son-in-law's buddy's brother, whatever, shot the balloon down.
Son-in-law, my future son-in-law's brother's buddy, yeah.
There you go.
Shot it down. So.
There you go. I'm just excited I picked the Padres. I picked that division right down the line.
You did.
Padres, Dodgers, Giants, Arizona, Colorado. How about that? I'm smoking good. Today.
As long as they finish that way, right?
Yeah. Watch Colorado win the whole thing. We'll both look like bozos.
There's a reason they play the game.
That's it.
There is a reason, because you never know who's going to beat who. In baseball, anybody can beat anybody.
All right, got to run. Got to get Dr. Googe on, sir.
All right.
Or Coach Googe. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your lunch. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to Thomas Googe next. Basketball coach, Lady Pioneers on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Physical therapy services, so it's been busy. What's been going on?
Busy. Everybody keeps breaking their arm.
Breaking arms?
Yeah. We've had a lot of proximal humerus fractures. We're getting more athletic injuries again, after Christmas, into the season, conditioning, that kind of thing. So we have some athletes coming in, a lot of ankles, that kind of thing. So, and people are still having surgeries.
A lot of surgeries?
A lot of surgeries, yes.
Tell us some things you do that we may not know that you do and go, you take care of the obvious and people get hurt. What's some things that you help folks with and we may not know about?
Vertigo. That has actually been a big thing. I've done several assessments on vertigo the last few days. Lots of BPPV stuff. We do laser. We have an AlterG. That's an anti-gravity treadmill, and it's wonderful. We love it. We just got it tuned up for the year, so it's ready to go. That allows us to offload our athletes or surgical patients or anybody that needs to kind of offload and start from there. We also have several of the local, cross-country teams or track teams that come and use the AlterG as well. So we have a good old AlterG. We have dry needling. We do traction. We tape. We do everything.
Do it all.
Yeah.
2 locations.
Yes, we have one location down beside the VFW. That's the main ortho adult clinic. And then we also have a pediatric clinic. It's in the medical care building on the Waffle House side. And we have OT and PT for our kids. And so you can find us on Facebook. We have 2 different Facebooks, or you can call us at 423-543-0073.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy Thomas Googe, head basketball coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing great, Tom. How you doing?
Good. It's game day. As a coach, you got butterflies right now. It's 12:40. You got a tip-off tonight at what? You play at 7:30. So
7:30.
you got to. I mean, what's going on with the coach right now? You're 6 or 7 hours away from tip-off. What's running through your mind?
Yeah, there's always butterflies, but we know it's going to be a big game. It's going to be our third game this year against Science Hill. We know they're a veteran team that has a lot of experience and have won a lot of titles, so we know we got to be ready to go.
They got in there we had Scotty Whaley on yesterday. They got in by defeating Dobbins Bennett on Monday, so they get a little mojo. They played better down the stretch by his own admission, so it's, I guess, by rights you call this a dangerous basketball team.
Yeah, they're very dangerous. I mean, they start 3 or 4 seniors and a junior that's been there and done that, won multiple titles, like I said before. So we know we got to be ready. We got to be focused and be ready to go at the tip.
Yeah, but your girls have been there, and so you know what's going on. And so this ain't your first rodeo. So let's talk about your girls and the 2 times you played them. Did you guys split? Is that what you said?
We actually beat them both times in the season.
I'm sorry, swept. Okay, talk about those 2 games.
Well, the first game, at Science Hill, we were clicking on all cylinders. Played great, put up 70 points. Won that one. We kind of got on them early and just kept extending the lead. I think ended up winning about 20 or 30 points. So the second game was at home. They got Pace back. She was injured the first game, and that's right after we lost Lacey Bird to an ACL injury. So it was a tough battle. We ended up pulling it out late and winning by I think 6 or 7 points. So. We know third time's going to be the toughest time for us, so we gotta be focused and ready to go tonight.
You've had a layoff. How long has it been since you guys played?
Well, we played last week. I don't know if you caught played or not. We hadn't really, since we clinched the conference on Friday night at Freedom Hall there, we hadn't really showed up. So I think we kind of played a little bit satisfied and was happy with winning the Big Five, but we had a couple of challenging practices this weekend. Hopefully that'll wake us up and get us ready to go tonight.
Yep, you play tonight. You turn around and don't play again until Saturday, so a couple more days layoff. So you again take on the Science Hill Lady Hilltoppers. In the first game, West Ridge and Daniel Boone. You've seen those 2 teams. What kind of step back and kind of preview that for all of us who may have not seen these 2 teams play this year? What do you think is going to happen there?
That's two physical, talented teams with a lot of size. I think Boone swept them in the regular season, but I believe West Ridge had leads in both those games going into the fourth quarter. So, I mean, to me, it's a toss-up. Both teams are great. Just whoever shows up and plays their game should win that one.
Yep. Brag on your girls. Who's going to be out there tonight playing for the Lady Pioneers that you're going to be counting on individually? Who's got to step up and have a big game for you?
Well, I mean, our point guard, Bella Ferguson, she kind of makes us go. So, we got to have a good game out of her. And, we got Briley Tulloch, freshman Briley Tulloch and freshman Aaliyah Story. They've had amazing seasons, but we know we go pretty much as those 3 go. And then, we got Gabby Wood, our senior, plays great defense. Our hustle player, our energy girl kind of gets us going. And we got to have big game out of her and a big game out of Haley Wilson and Elizabeth Wheatley off the bench, and also Lenny Britton.
You've qualified for the regional. Again, we're talking to Thomas Googe, head coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers. You've qualified for the regional. Is there a sense of relief tonight? I know you want to play well, but is there a sense of relief knowing that this is not the last possible game? There is a future for the next couple of games for Crockett basketball.
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely feels better, being the 1 seed going in instead of having to play in that play-in game and have it lose and go home. So, but still, we got to play with a sense of urgency. We kind of went through the motions last week, after we clinched the conference, and didn't really play with that hunger and that chip on our shoulder that got us to this point. So, like I said, we had a couple of challenging practices this weekend, and hopefully those will translate over to the game tonight, and we'll come out hungry with that passion we played with all year.
All right, before I let you go, give me the keys. What's it going to take tonight for Crockett to win this game against Science Hill?
I believe for us, we got to play our game. We got to play our style. We got to get up and down the floor. It's got to be our best defensive effort of the year, and we got to win the battle on the boards. I think we're 21-7. I believe is our record, and I believe we've out rebounded our opponents in every win, and we've lost the battle on the boards in our losses. So we win the rebound battle. We usually win the game. So that's going to be a key.
There you go. Well, good luck to you tonight. Again, you'll play it at 7:30. It'll be played at the Tribe Athletic Complex in Kingsport. have not been there. I've been told they've really done a good makeover. It used to be North's Gym, and they really went in there and put some money in that place, and it really looks, I've been told, a first-class facility. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, it's great. They're doing an amazing job with it. Great atmosphere for the district tournament. The perfect place to host it, and we just can't wait till 7:30 and get ready to go.
You got it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you having me on.
You got it. Coach Googe again, the Crockett Lady Pioneer basketball team, 7:30 tonight, Sciennesville. The first game, West Ridge and Daniel Boone. That's the girls' action tonight. In Virginia, the boys are playing. Gate City and Ridgeview in their semifinals. The Mountain 7 tournament will play that at Abington. And then the Falcons, the host team, will play Union at 8 o'clock tonight. And the Cumberland District tournament in Virginia, there's games there tonight. Eastside and J.I. Burton from the semifinals at 6:45. Twin Springs and Ryco, the bragging rights of Scott County. The Fighting Titans and the War Eagles will square off at 8:15. They'll be playing that at UVA Wise tonight. That's what's going on then. And, of course, everybody else kicks into tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. It really heats up in basketball. And, again, as we said with Coach Googe, they play tonight. And then third place will play on Saturday. And the championship will be on Saturday as well at 3 for third place and 6 o'clock for the championship. So they'll have a couple of nights off, whoever wins tonight and gets ready for the consolation game of the championship coming up, as we said, on Saturday at the Tribe Athletic Complex in Kingsport. Our broadcast comes up 7:15 Friday night. It's an elimination game. Every dribble, every shot, it'll be dribbling drama. Elimination game, Volunteer and Elizabethton Cyclone boys team, 7:15 on Friday night. Tip-off at 7:30. The Cyclone Network has 3 camera action going on. Nobody else does this. We have 3 different cameras and 3 different angles. It's all student-run, the Cyclone Network, so we'll do that for you at 7:15 on Saturday night. Dr. John Minton will be helping me again. Dr. Minton's our principal who's coached it and played it, a pretty good player and knows a little bit about basketball. So he'll help me, and we'll be ready to go with that at 7:15 on Saturday with the tip-off at 7:30 from John Treadway Gym for the district tournament. Again, the elimination game between, and as Coach Gooch talked about, the Volunteer Falcons. They've beaten Elizabethton twice. Can the same team beat you 3 times in a row? We'll find out, and we'll see what he does tonight as well, as they'll take on the Sciennesville Lady Hilltoppers again in Kingsport. Quick break for Food City. Back after this on show number 1798. They said it wouldn't work on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
And one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, auto insurance. How can you help folks with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things that we do here at Horace Mann is we kind of target our niche market as educators, school teachers, school employees, cafeteria workers, custodians, superintendents. We cater towards the educational community, and we design all of our products for that purpose. Some of the things that we do, for example, if a teacher has an accident and she has her Horace Mann insurance on school property or while she's on school business, even if it's her fault, no matter what her deductible is, we're not going to charge her a deductible. We're going to waive that. If her car gets vandalized on school property, we're not going to have a deductible for that either. If somebody takes something out of her car while it's on school property, that's also going to be covered with no deductible. If they have, say, a computer that belongs to the school and they get into a car wreck and it gets destroyed, we're going to replace that computer for the school system. And so if they ever have to transport a student in their car, a lot of companies would consider that business use of your car. And so what Horace Mann does, we said, hey, look, we understand that you're a teacher and there's an emergency situation at times, even though the school board says not to do it. If you're going on a field trip and the bus holds 30 kids and you got 33 going, and you might throw 3 in the back seat and follow the bus, and for whatever reason that you have to take a student in your car, we're going to make sure that liability insurance extends to that child, and they'll be, all the medical bills and that sort of stuff will be covered.
Lots of reasons to give him a call if you're an educator or not an educator. Either way, to get a quote from Horseman Insurance. How do we get a hold of your social media and phone number?
Yes, you can go to horseman.com, which I have on the board up here, or you can go to call us here at 543-0059, option 4, ring right to my desk. Usually that phone number is good until about 10 o'clock at night, because we do cover the West Coast. There's agents, in California, so we've always got someone answering the phone here up until at least 10 o'clock at night.
Rick Walters, one of our great sponsors here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, and we're awful proud that he's one of our sponsors here on the ball games and on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's run them down for you. Top 25 college basketball, none bigger than tonight in Knoxville. 7 o'clock tonight, top-ranked Alabama takes on the 10th-ranked Tennessee men's team. Which Tennessee teams will show up? We don't know. It's going to be hopefully one can shoot the ball better than they've been shooting. They've lost 2 buzzer beaters to Missouri and to Vanderbilt. So see if they can pick up the pieces. What a statement game if they can turn around and beat Alabama tonight. 7 o'clock tip-off, Thompson Bowling Arena. Other games tonight involving top 25 teams. Another matchup head-to-head. 16th-ranked Xavier. The Musketeers will be at 11th-ranked Marquette tonight. Also, you have 19th-ranked Iowa State. The Cyclones hosting the Horned Frogs, 22nd-ranked TCU. 7th-ranked Virginia plays at Louisville tonight. 14th-ranked Indiana will be at Northwestern. They're coming off the big win, upset win of Purdue. The Northwestern's got the mojo. They're feeling it. They'll play 14th-ranked Indiana back on their home floor where they beat Purdue on Sunday. Then 21st-ranked San Diego State will go to Fresno State and battle the Bulldogs there. So that's what's going on there on a Wednesday night, Feb 15, for top 25 college basketball. All right, don't forget, big thanks to Ronnie from T-Mobile. When you go into any T-Mobile store in the Tri-Cities, say, hey, Tom Taylor, you want to switch from Verizon or AT&T to T-Mobile, you will get 20% off for life on your bill. That's every month for as long as you live. That is a chunk of change. That's a lot of money. For example, let's say, I don't know, let's crunch numbers. Let's say your bill's $100. We'll just use that as a number. You get 20% off. It's going to be $80. You're saving $20 times 12. That's $240 a year you're saving. Times 5 years, what would that be? Well over $1,000 you're saving. So switching from Verizon or AT&T to T-Mobile, get 20% off for life. And all you got to do is tell them when you go into any of the stores and try to say, hey, Tom Taylor. Ronnie's going to tell all the sales reps, Tom Taylor. That's all you got to do. I would do it if I could, but I've already got T-Mobile, so I can't do that, or I would. But you can if you have Verizon or AT&T. 20% off for life. Wow. That is Greg Goulds. Works here part-time, making deliveries. That is an incredibly good deal. And I appreciate him wanting to use the Tom Taylor Sports Show to get it out there. So there you go. Wrapping up 1798. Big thanks to Thomas Goods. You're going to be back with us on Friday. Got some more coaches to join us tomorrow. We're going to be at Poor Trav's Deli tomorrow, broadcasting live. Oh, yeah. Always love Poor Trav's in Elizabeth. And can't wait to be there tomorrow, broadcasting live. Then Friday will be at the Food City. And then Friday night got hoops. Hello, Everett Wagner. How you doing, sir? Got hoops tomorrow night. No, Friday night. 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off. The Cyclones and the Volunteer Falcons. Winner moves on, losers eliminated. Huge game. A lot of pressure, a lot of drama, a lot of stress. The guys have been going at it since practice started back in November and going each night, each day, 2-a-days, shoot-arounds, Christmas tournaments, Thanksgiving tournaments, conference play. Now we're down to one game. Making a decision of somebody's season, the Falcons or the Cyclones. That'll be coming up again on Friday night, 7:15 airtime and a 7:30 tip-off from John Treadway Gymnasium. So there you go. All right, thanks again to Thomas Googe, Crockett coach for the Lady Pioneers. Thank you from Greg Salyer, Major League Baseball update, where he predicted the San Diego Padres will win the NL West this year. So we'll see if that, in fact, holds true. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. We'll come back and close it out right after this timeout on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
No. He said, you're not wrapped up yet? I'm wrapping up right now. So I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Thanks again to Greg Salyer, Major League Baseball update. Thanks to Thomas Googe, and also thank you again from Crockett's Lady Pioneer basketball coach. And also a big thank you to Ronnie Curtis from T-Mobile. Switch from Verizon and AT&T and go to T-Mobile and tell them you heard it here on the show. You get 20% for life. Wow. That is strong. So anyway, have a good rest of your Wednesday. Let's wrap it up as we always do with the verse of the day. Better do that. Only for what the Lord does for me, the least I can do is read that verse one more time. So what He does for you too. So let's hit it right here and do this. And 1 John 3:18, dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. That would be the verse of the day on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See you back here tomorrow, Port Travis Deli in Elizabethton. And as we always tell you, bloom where you planted and win or lose. Be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1798, tomorrow 99. Friday, show number 1800. That's pretty cool. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.